Okay. Okay, let's see how many people come in here. Let's see, like, cause we about to get litty litty, y'all. We about to get litty. We about to get litty. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, okay, for some reason, my headphones was stuck. For some reason, I don't know what's going on. Hi, you guys. Hey, I know we're doing a little live stream a little early. Yes, I do. I know. It's 11 o'clock. That's a little early, you know? But we are getting down to business. We are getting down to business. Horror story vibes. Horror story vibes. And what about it? And what about it? Who's gonna clock me from being this early? I know? Like, honestly though, like, I'm making content early, you guys. Like, and then later on, I'll be playing this horror game. So please stay tuned for that, because we love a good horror game moment. Why does it sound like that? Why do I say it like that? The only lives I come to, lol. Thanks. It means the world to me. It means the world to me. Can you say hi, Travion? Oh, this is Tavion. Hey, Tavion. I'm in time for once. Do any of y'all got summer school? Because if you have summer school, let me know. Let me know. But today we're doing a horror story from Watson, and I just love their work. Okay, today we're doing 2 true creepy horror stories animated. Playground Door Lock. Now, if you never watched this... Okay, anyways, we're going to start it right now. Oh my gosh, it's starting.
When me and my best friend were younger, we would ask our babysitter to take us to the school playground at night so we could play hide and seek.
Hold up. Now that's the first thing already. Why do you want to play hide and seek at a school at night? It hasn't even been 2 seconds. It hasn't even been 2 seconds. It's all funny until they get caught. Right. Sus. Yeah, why? Right. Why do people, like, why? Exactly. Baby, anyways, let's go back. Let's go back
to the school playground at night so we could play hide and seek.
No!
We lived in a small town where everyone knew everyone, and we were friendly with one another.
Oh, that's the town I kind of live in.
Abnormal or dangerous. At least, not at the time. One night we went over past our bedtimes, but our parents were cool and let us stay up to play hide and seek.
Oh my gosh, of course the parents.
I was trying to find my friend and my babysitter. As I looked for them, a car slowly drove by the playground. Their lights were off and the windows were tinted.
No! Child molester. That's the first thing. If I saw a car in the middle of the night slowly driving and I just noticed that my friend is missing, I'm thinking they got kidnapped, sex trafficked. Like, what else would you think of? That's what I would. I don't know about you guys, but I would do that. That's what I would think that would happen, you know? Anyways.
Playground. Their lights were off and the windows were tinted. I watched them as they drove by and felt as though they were watching me.
They probably are.
Out of sight, I instantly forgot about it and went back to seeking. It came to be around midnight, and our babysitter thought that it was about time to go.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, we begged to stay a little longer, but he said it was late.
Exactly. It's too late.
We started to walk up the hill that was behind the school.
Oh my gosh.
We then all heard a car behind us, and we look over to see the same car driving on the grass towards us.
Ooh, not on the grass.
My babysitter instantly grabbed both of us and threw us over his shoulders and started running towards the bushes that cut us off from the other street. The car started to speed up, and so did my babysitter.
Ooh.
When we got to the bushes, my babysitter forced us through and up a metal fence behind them.
Okay, that's the best babysitter ever, because honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, I can't be a babysitter, because if you guys want to go to a school at nighttime and be dumb, and then you want me to risk my life for you just for money, no, you're acting dumb. Those kids look old enough to know common sense stuff. Like, you see, when I was younger, like, my mom and Like, my mom, I don't know if this is like a black household thing, but we watch a lot of scary movies, and we would never even, if I was in a scary movie, the scary movie would end then and there. It would end. He a hero though. I appreciate it, but I could never. Like, if you dumb, you dumb. Like, but if it's one of my followers, I'll save all of you guys, because you guys are my babies. I adopted you. All of you. I adopted every single one of you. Yeah.
The car started to speed up, and so did my babysitter. When we got to the bushes, my babysitter forced us through and up a metal fence behind them. I ended up getting cuts everywhere, but worst of all, I cut my leg on the fence and was bleeding badly.
You would have catch something from that.
I could hear the driver of the car calling out to us, asking in a kind voice, "Where are you?"
No, that's when I would leave.
In a serious and scary voice, "I know you're in there.
Ugh.
I'm gonna find you."
His teeth.
We ended up getting to a house that had lights on, and our babysitter banged on the door, begging to let us inside, and that he had kids and one of them was bleeding. A woman who we knew as Emily opened the door and pretty much dragged us inside and shut the door behind
her. Emily's a nice person.
Later that night, the police were called, and I was sent to the hospital to get stitches and a shot for the rusty metal I had cut my leg on. It doesn't end there, though.
Oh my gosh.
Later that week, my dad was watching the news as usual, and a story came up. It showed the playground that we were at a couple of nights ago, and showed two medics rolling a body covered with a white sheet into an ambulance. The girl had been dead for a couple of days, and her body hadn't even been there for very long. The killer was never found, so he could still be out there.
No.
Sometimes I wonder if the man in the car did get us. Would we have been in the same situation that girl ended up in? And she would have been watching the news to see our bodies being rolled into an ambulance.
That's so bad.
It makes me feel guilty, but I will never, and have never, stepped another foot in that playground since.
Oh my gosh, an ad. It's an ad, you guys. I hate them so much. I forgot to get an ad blocker. I don't even know how to get that, but we will eventually. First of all, hold up, pause. First of all. If I saw that on the news, I would literally have so much anxiety. Like, I would think about, like, what if this happened, what if that happened? Like, I could never. I hate ads too. Ads be doing too much. These Genshin Impact ads, I swear to God. Yes, it's only Genshin. Like, I love that game. Love it. Oh, I love it. Oh my God, I love it. I haven't been able to play it because, like, I really want it on my phone so I can do it everywhere else. But, like, you know what? I might as well get it on my PC, but that's a lot of storage. But, you know what? We're just gonna keep going. The door lock story animated. Oh, this is another one. This is the other one.
This incident happened when I was a sophomore in high school. My parents got a job in the countryside.
Oh, the countryside.
So I was left alone in the city.
Oh my gosh, mood.
I had to live on my own, so they ended up renting a small flat corridor apartment for me. For the first few days, I felt free to be myself.
Honestly,
but also a little scared since it was my first time living alone.
Hold up, pausing. Okay, so the first time that I was ever alone, I was like 12. Don't say my parents are bad at parenting. I was very mature for my age. Like, I knew what to do. I never unlocked the door. I was not talking to strangers. I wasn't playing for that. Anyways, but when I was first staying beside myself, I was feeling the vibes. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm an adult. I do what I want. Period, point blank, period, every year. But now I just get paranoid that someone's gonna come into my house and, like, violently, brutally murder me. And...
but also a little scared since it was my first time living alone. I felt a chill in the house somewhere, and I sometimes opened my eyes at daybreak after I moved in.
Oh my gosh.
For your information,
it's mostly good, right?
I rarely woke up at dawn when I lived with my parents before.
Honestly, mood.
Another day, when I looked at the clock attached to the room, it was often pointed at 2 a.m.
2 a.m.?
Sometimes I woke up at 1:50 or 2:10. Anyway, it was always close to 2 a.m.
Now,
at first I thought it was
close
just
to
nothing.
Like the paranormal number.
but it kept happening again for about a week.
Oh my gosh. Hold up.
On that day, I opened my...
Hold up. If you guys do not know, like, there's, like, a certain time when people wake up. Like, if you keep repeatedly waking up at that time, like, in the middle of the night, like, in the morning, though, like, something's gonna go up. Something's gonna go up. Because, like, I think, 3 o'clock is, like, the devil's number when you wake up. No, not the devil. I think it's paranormal stuff that happens at 3 o'clock. I don't remember, but, you know.
It kept happening again
I know
for
go
about
up
a
with...
week.
And up
On
to
that
the
day,
Warrens,
I
right.
opened my eyes around 2 a.m. as usual. Oh, shoot.
Oh
It
my
happened
gosh.
again. Thinking like this, I tried to fall asleep again, but I couldn't fall asleep at all, rolling my eyes vacantly. At that moment, I heard the sudden sound of shoes in the hallway.
Now, that's when I would get paranoid.
Because the next side of my room was the hallway, and my bed was attached to the hallway.
Ew,
So the
no.
sound was very clear.
I would be too scared
From
to
the
sleep
elevator,
there.
he was coming toward my house. But at the moment, the footsteps gave me a sense of chilling for some reason. And I began to feel anxious that the destination would be my house.
It's just Cardi B walking.
And eventually,
Stop.
the sound of shoes just exactly stopped right in front of my house.
Now, that's when I would die.
Shortly after the
I would
sound
die of
of
a heart
its
attack.
footstep, I suddenly heard the slide of the front door lock goes up. My door lock has numbers, and when you open the slide, you press the number and close the slide. Then the door opens.
I don't like that.
So someone
I don't
was
like
literally trying to open my door.
that. I don't like that.
It slowly began to press the numbers one by one.
No.
I was so scared that I put on my blanket and shouted inside.
No! Why is he doing that? What reason is to scream under your blanket? What is that gonna do? Didn't he not say he was in college or in high school? I would expect this from a child, but I wouldn't expect this from someone that has a higher, brain, Talking about I'm gonna hide under the cover and scream. What is that gonna do? I mean, it might alert the neighbors. They might wake up and they might hit your wall and be like, shut up, shut up. Sometimes I read these stories and I'm like, you kind of deserve this, because why are you... But you know what? Some people react differently, so I can't blame other people. But let's just say I would be surviving. Cardi B. Hi, bro. Call the cops. Call the cops. Goodness.
One by one. I was so scared that I put on my blanket and shouted inside. Please, don't open it.
Oh my
Please,
gosh.
it's not 7 numbers. My apartment password was 7 digits. So
Did he just say please? He said, please don't open my door. Please, it's totally not 7 digits. Continues to do 7 digits and get into your house and murder you brutally. See, I would be living as you know what? Everyone in the chat, we would all be living. We're on the same page. 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 I keep saying that. He a goofy. He a goofball. He not a goofy goofer, but he goofy. He wants to die. Oh my gosh, Gen Z. Hey, you don't have to open the door. I'll open it for you. Gets in. You're gonna stab me with that knife? Seriously? Ew, that knife is ugly.
Numbers. My apartment password was 7 digits. So
Team
I
living.
started to get terrified. I couldn't move because my body was frozen in that state.
Oh my
And
gosh.
if I moved just a little, someone outside would be excited.
Oh my
It
goodness.
slowly pressed the 7-digit number and slid down the slide. At that moment, my heart sank and I
Oh
felt
my
like I was
God.
about to die.
Honestly,
Fortunately, I heard a sharp warning. It meant the number was wrong.
oh my
Thank
goodness.
But as soon as I heard the warning, it opened the slide
You're acting
again
like he's not
and
gonna wanna
pressed the
try
number
again.
faster than before.
You,
When it got it wrong again, it pressed the number frantically.
I think when you
was
get it wrong a
incomparably
couple of
faster than
times,
when I pressed my
the cops
password
come.
as fast as I could to go to the bathroom in a hurry after I came back from school. As the number kept getting wrong a few times, the door lock machine automatically recognized that it was an error and stopped. The outside was calmed down for a long time. So I took a breath and got out of my bed quietly.
Oh my goodness gracious.
As soon as I was about to get out of bed to drink a cup of water in the kitchen, something suddenly crossed my mind. Why can't I hear the shoe sound? Is
another ad
at the door?
Are you serious? Oh my god, I hate this ad so much. I need to get ad blockers. After this video, I'm getting ad blockers, I swear.
Again, it began to press the number roughly again.
What? Again?
Come to think of it, it might have known the fact that it would work again shortly after the machine stopped, so it just waited in front of the machine. At the moment, I got goosebumps. So I ran to the front door, put a chai, and jumped back into bed. The moment I just put on my blanket, the outside suddenly calmed down again.
You see,
It didn't press the number even though the machine didn't stop. Is the door open?
See, this is why I can't live alone. Hold up.
Shake.
I'm like I can live alone, but like I would never live in an apartment. Like I know like houses should be creepier, but I feel like apartments would be even more creepier because like people in apartments, they're like so rude. I don't know if it's just like a city thing, but like when I was in the city, I had a friend that lived in an apartment. Every time I went over to their house, like there was this girl literally saying there's someone killing someone outside. No one came outside. They literally would just no. I think she said there's a weird guy following me, and no one went to help her. Like people in the apartments, they be minding their business as they should, but like why is the screen half black? I don't know. I'm gonna have to fix that soon. So.
Is the door opened? Shaking in anxiety, I lifted the blanket slightly, but there was no one. And as soon as I was relieved, I heard a little sound from the back of my head. To be exact, it was from under the bed.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't think I'd make it, did you? Did you? Did you?
Imagine this guy was on drugs the whole time.
The moment a woman's whispering voice came into my ears, I realized it was sleep paralysis.
Oh my gosh.
In that state, I think I fainted without moving my body once.
Oh, they had sleep paralysis?
The next morning, I opened my eyes and went straight to the front door. Fortunately, the door was locked, and the chain above it was fine also. I opened the door and looked out, just in case.
Why?
But there was no one there. This time, I looked at the password slide, and it seemed fine on the outside. However, the moment I opened the slide, I felt like I almost fainted.
I would faint too. The
numbers corresponding to my apartment's password among the number plates were all scuffed as if they were scratched by a knife or something. I immediately told my parents about this.
I would cry.
And it seemed they were worried about me, so they came right away to see me. They were also surprised to see the scratched number plates and ended up heading to the security office to see if there were any CCTV records taken at that time.
I would cry.
However, no matter how hard we looked at it, we could not see anyone wearing shoes or unusual. There were 5 people in the CCTV, but all of them were residents of the apartment. Eventually, the door lock was replaced with a new one, and my parents stayed at home for a few days and went back again.
Oh my gosh, I would not want them to leave. They better take me.
I gradually didn't wake up at dawn. I haven't believed in any unusual phenomenon in my life, but I could say it was definitely strange after experiencing them for the first time.
No.
Even now that I think about it, I think I'm getting goosebumps.
You see, first off, I'm going to have to get ad blockers because I can't deal with these ads. They're horrendous. But second off, some of these people in this thing are kind of dumb. Like, I'm sorry if you're watching this and this is your story. So sorry. You're kind of, like, I would be a survivor in a horror movie. Like, I know I'm black and black people die, but they only do that because they know. They know we would. Cause, shoot. My mom I watched a lot of scary movies when I was a child, so, like, I would know what to do in a scary movie because, like, honestly, I wouldn't be in one. But my worst fear has to be getting stalked. Because one time I had a teacher that was so weird, and I was afraid he was gonna stalk me. It was so bad. And but he ended up stalking someone else, which is bad. But as long as it's not me. But she did call the police on him. But, they're jealous, Jay. Why did it look like that at the end? I know. Okay, well, you guys, thank you for coming to this video. I'm gonna probably do another one soon, so stay tuned. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And please drink water and eat food because it's still early in the day. And if you haven't, please do that because, breakfast is the most important meal of the day and lunch. So get into it. Everyone likes some food. Anyways, bye, and I love you so much. Mwah.